hunters are statues of flint and sinew, their eyes fixed on the shimmering horizon. They are Homo sapiens, a people defined by the spear, their existence a constant, brutal negotiation with the landscape. Before humans learned to write, they first learned to wait. A stillness that is itself a weapon. They are watching a herd of wildebeest, a dark, moving river of meat and bone that promises life for another cycle of moons. The lead hunter, BOR, is a creature of raw power, his muscles coiled, his mind focused on a single point, the moment of the charge. But one of the party, a young male named Kale, is not looking at the herd. His gaze is on the ground at his feet. He is smaller than the others, his frame lacking the thick minus-bone certainty of a natural killer. In the chase, his stride is shorter, his spear minus cast, while accurate, lacks the force to punch through thick hide. He is a marginal figure, his contribution measured and found wanting. The logic of their society is as sharp as a flint blade. You must provide more than you consume, or you are a ghost, a burden the living cannot afford. While BOR and the others plot the angle of attack, a problem of physics in brute force. Cal crouches. He is utterly absorbed by a story written in dust. To the others, the ground is a mess of overlapping tracks, a meaningless chaos. To Kale, it is a language. He sees the deep, splayed print of a heavy ball, but beside it, a smaller track where the Duclaw has left a faint but distinct mark. A calf, following its mother. He sees where a hyena pack crossed hours ago. Their gait lazy, their bellies full. He sees the fronter, digging scramble of a mole minus rat escaping a snake. He is not hunted. He is read him. The charge is a failure. The herd, spooked by a shift in the wind, thunders away into the vastness, leaving the hunters panting in a cloud of dust, their spears heavy with failure. Boar's face is a mask of fury. He turns and sees Kale, still crouched, tracing a line in the dirt. He strides over, his presence a physical threat. The spirits put the meat on the plains, not in your dust minus dreams. He snarls, kicking a spray of dirt over Kale's work. The others grunt in agreement. Kale is strange. His obsession with the ground is a form of madness, a waste of energy while bellies are hollow. Back at the cave, the failure hangs in the air like smoke. An elder sharpens a stone point, the rhythmic chipping a counterpoint to the hungry silence. Traces of red ochre adorn his brow, the faded emblem of a past success. Kale sits apart. The scorn of the others a palpable force. He understands their anger. Survival is a practical craft. But as he closes his eyes, he does not see the stampeding herd. He sees the symbol. Distinct track of a lone bull that broke from the main group. Its hoof print heavier on the right side. A subtle limp. The herd is gone, but that bull is still out there. Its story etched into the earth, waiting for a reader. Days pass. Hunger is not a feeling. It is a landscape. The world shrinks to the hollow ache in the belly, the weakness in the limbs, the fretful cries of the young. The clan's collective energy drains away like water into sand. This is the core equation of prehistory. Energy spent versus calories gained. They are on the losing side of that calculation. BOR leads another hunt. And another. They are desperate now, taking risks, pursuing smaller, faster prey with little success. Their strength, their only currency, is failing them. Then, they see it. Grazing at the edge of a tree line is a creature from a dream, a ghost of the deep forest. A Megaloceros, the giant Irish elk. Its antlers are dead, branching tree held impossibly aloft. This is one of the great Pleistocene megafauna, a prize of such magnitude it could feed the clan for weeks. Its hide providing shelter, its bones providing tools, but it is also a powerful, dangerous beast. A choice is made in silence. They must try. The hunt is a masterpiece of their established survival skills. They move like a pack of wolves, flanking the great deer, using the terrain to funnel it towards the spears. BOR is at the forefront, his arm a blur of motion. He uses the atlatl, a lever of wood that acts as an extension of his own tendon and bone, whipping the spear forward with terrifying velocity. The flint point strikes true, sinking deep into the creature's flank. The deer bellows, a sound of pine-and rage that shakes the air. It does not fall. Instead, it crashes into the dense forest, a wounded titan of immense power. They follow the trail of blood, a series of bright red flowers on the forest floor. But the beast is strong. The bleeding slows, then stops. The trail vanishes. The hunters stand helpless, listening to the silence of the woods that has swallowed their hope. They have failed again. And this time, the failure is worse. They have wasted precious energy, lost a spear, and wounded a beast that will now be even more dangerous. They return to the cave in a state of profound defeat. It is a silence deeper than hunger. In this moment, Kale steps forward. He walks to the elder, whose face is a mask of grey despair. Bor moves to shove him aside, but the elder raises a hand. Kale crouches.
At last,
he does not speak with his mouth, but with his hands. In the ash of the cold fire pit, he draws the splayed hoof of the wildebeest bull. He presses one side deeper, mimicking a limp. He looks at the elder, his eyes conveying a meaning that transcends words. I saw a story. Then, he wipes the ash clean. He gestures to Bor, mimicking the throw of the spear with the atlet. He points to the forest. He draws a single hoof print of the Megaloceros. Then he stops, and with a single finger, he traces a nearly invisible line leading away from it. A scuff mark, a broken twig, a displaced stone. He is showing them a different way to see, a different way to hunt. It is his moment of ultimate risk, the emotional turning point where intellect challenges instinct. The clan watches, their survival hanging on the translation of these strange signs in the dust. The elder looks at Kale, his eyes ancient wells of doubt and desperation. He then looks at Bor, whose spear hand is clenched in frustration. The old ways have failed. He gives a slow, deliberate nod. It is a surrender, and a commission. Bor is chosen for his strength, and another seasoned hunter for his stamina. Kale will lead. He is no longer the dreamer, the outcast. He is the guide. Bor's skepticism is a physical presence, a heavy shroud over the small party as they enter the wood. Kale moves in a way they have never seen. He is not tracking with his eyes alone, but with his entire being. He ignores the obvious path and crouches where the giant deer first stumbled after the spear strike. To Bor, it is just disturbed earth. Kale points to the faint, almost erased outline of an atlatl that scraped the ground as the beast staggered. A story of its agony. 100 paces on, he stops not at a hoof print, but beside it, he presses his fingers into the soil. Deeper here, his gesture says, showing how the animal, favoring its wounded left flank, is putting all its weight on its right side. It is slowing. The wound is taking its toll. This is the birth of a new kind of hunt, a forensic pursuit. It is the beginning of a form of persistence hunting driven not by stamina, but by intellect. Cal begins to move faster, his eyes scanning not just the ground but the space around it. A freshly broken branch, too high for any lesser creature. A smear of blood and hair on a rock, not from the wound, but from where its exhausted body scraped past. He is building a picture in his mind, a 3-dimensional ghost of the animal's flight. This is cognitive mapping, the ability to see the world through another's eyes, to predict the choices of a mind driven by pain and fear. Then comes the leap. Kale stops following the tracks. He turns, pointing 90 degrees away from the trail, toward a dense, marshy hollow. Bor grabs his shoulder, a silent, angry question. Kale looks back, his gaze steady. He points to the heavy, water-slogged tracks, then to the sky where the sun is climbing, then to the hollow. The deer is wounded, heavy, and overheating. It will seek water and thick cover. It will not keep running across open ground. He is no longer following where it has been. He is going to where it will be. They arrive at the hollow just as the Megaloceros crashes through the undergrowth. The beast is spent, its magnificent head low, its breath coming in ragged, steaming bursts. It never sees them. Boar's spear, thrown from a stable, prepared position, takes it cleanly through the neck. It collapses, its great antlers tangling in the reeds. There is no roar of triumph, only a profound, awed silence. Beoa looks at the dead animal, then at Kale. And for the first time, he sees not a weakling, but a hunter who can see tomorrow. The clan will eat, but more than that. Their world has changed. The hunt is no longer just a contest of muscle. It has become a battle of minds. The language Kale discovered was not spoken, but it was the most important one ever learned. The ability to read the past and the present and project it into the future is the skill that underpins everything we have become. This was the first detective story, the first act of scientific deduction. The very discipline of paleontology is nothing more than careless or trit large. Reading the epic of life million years ago from the faintest tracks left in stone. Every dig site in the ongoing study of archaeology is a puzzle of scuffs and marks. A story waiting for a reader to give it voice. This is the great inheritance of our human ancestors. Not the sharp stone, not the controlled fire, but the restless, pattern-minded seeking mind. Kale's hunt never ended. It simply evolved. Today, we track the movements of galaxies, the spread of diseases, the subtle codes hidden in our own DNA. We are all still standing in the dust, trying to decipher the story of where the great beasts have gone, and where they are going next. We look for the limb, the broken branch, the sign that tells us not only what happened, but what is to come.